Hi, it's Chris Watkin here, and I'm with Nicky Stevenson, the Managing Director of Fine & Country. Thank you for joining me today, Nicky. Why should somebody join the Fine & Country Associate model, or I would call the self-employed model? Talk to me.
Talk to you. Well, thank you for having me, Chris.
Thank you for joining me today.
There are so many benefits to joining Fine & Country as an associate, and so as you say, it is a self-employed offering. We do have the opportunity to move on from the self-employed offering to becoming a business owner, which I can go into in more detail, but fundamentally I think we're offering an established brand, a reputable brand, a brand that operates in the upper quartile, a brand that demands higher fees from the clients. So there are so many benefits to joining an established brand.
I mean, certainly the brand is very, very impressive. It is an established brand, and again, I can say this, you can't. When it comes to established brands, you blow the others, Keller Williams, EXPs of this world, out of the water. But brand isn't everything, is it? Or is it?
I think it's a significant part of it. I think combined with a strong, independent, personal brand is important, and how that individual presents their property, so the product brand. So I think brand is so much, and Fine & Country is one part of it. But how we present our properties is just a different level.
You've got these lovely magazines.
Which we take a lot of pride in producing. Featuring
you go in the newspapers as well, don't you?
We go in the newspapers,
and also Country Life as well, as I do like to.
We do. And we've got a good budget to advertise properties, but we also generate about £1 million worth of equivalent advertising value per month in PR for our network.
Does that mean though that you have to therefore be an established estate agent in that upper quartile to, let's say you work for one of the corporates? Let's just say I've been dealing with like 2-bedroom semis all my life. Am I going to be able to take on a Fine & Country brand if I've never sold £1 million house?
I think certainly if you're the right individual open to learning and experiencing different things, yes. I think we wouldn't say no because you haven't ever sold £1 million property. I think within the network, we have licensees that take on employees and associates, and they're in a position to carry out training and support for those individuals. We then are recruiting our own associates that associate with head office, but because the offering with head office is set up for experienced estate agents that will hit the ground running quite quickly.
So can I be an associate of a Fine & Country if there's already a licence holder in that patch already?
If the licensee is open to taking on an associate.
Okay. So how much of the country is covered with your current existing licence holders at the moment?
About 80%.
80%. So therefore, primarily, the other 20% is the area where you have opportunities for people to have. Primarily, whereabouts is that in the country, although not definitively?
We've got opportunities in London, the South West, and M4 corridor, I would say, is where our biggest gaps are.
Okay. So if someone is in a different part of the country, do they approach the licence holder or do they approach you?
I would say always approach us, because then we can put you in touch with the right person in the network. At the moment, the associate offering is still quite new. A lot of licensees are open-minded to having associates, but there's still a lot of conversations with head office.
So how many associates do you have at the moment, both under licensee under the licensee as their feeder and under head office?
78.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
that's more than I thought, actually.
Yeah,
you've done quite well, actually, if you don't mind me saying.
We have, thank you. That's great feedback, and we will have probably 90 at least by the end of the year. We've got quite a due diligence process with people coming on board. We've got a strong presence in the Midlands, as you know. So yeah, we've already got people we know are coming on board. So
okay, so you get a great brand, but let's be honest, it's very nice, black and gold, and looks wonderful. What else do I get for my money?
I think right now, especially, what's really important is that we have an in-house compliance officer.
Yep.
So,
would that be Paul Loftley?
Paul Loftley.
Oh, I love him.
Yes,
he's one of the best, if not the best, in the industry.
He is, and he knows his stuff, and he's worth his weight in gold, especially over the last few months in this interesting period that we've seen ourselves in. To have Paul on board and to be able, within the Fine & Country network, if you're an agent, you can pick the phone up speak to Paul, get advice. We've created a whole load of guidance, a 6-point plan for our agents to make sure that they are compliant in this time. Okay. Draft risk assessments, all the things that our agents need to do.
The boring
Paul's
stuff,
created.
but you have to do it.
Well, yeah, the boring stuff, but also we've had feedback that agents have won instructions because they've used Paul's compliance tools. They've gone out, customers have been completely impressed and feel at ease with this process.
So we've got a great brand, we've got awesome compliance. What else do we get for money?
You get technology. So we've got our Fine and Country Hub, which gives access to a whole load of digital tools, insight tools for competitor analysis. So that's all included. And I think it's the positioning. So the individuals that we are recruiting are the individuals that want to provide a bespoke service. These are individuals that are going to be proud of the service that they offer to their clients. They're not going to be taking on 20 properties and running around like a headless chicken because they need to earn their fees. They're going to be taking on quality property, charging a high fee, and offering a bespoke service.
Okay, so what sort of support am I getting as because being your own boss means, you're on your own. How do I make sure that I'm not alone?
So we've got a cohort of associates that have all joined. Every Monday they all get together, they brainstorm, and they get together with Jonathan Hanford, who's our...
Love him. Isn't he one of your...
He's a non-exec director for us.
Oh, he's very good.
He's very good.
What, you're telling me that if I start as a Fine and Country agent, let's say the business drops out of video, I'll get the support and guidance of Jonathan Hanford as well?
Yes, every week, every Monday.
Love him.
Absolutely, absolutely
He's
brilliant.
worth his weight in gold as well.
He is. So between...
Oh, they get you as well?
They get me. We've got business development managers in the business, so depending on the region that the associate's based, they have a point of contact. We have regional representatives that make up our NAC. So there's
what does NAC stand for?
National Advisory Council.
Okay.
So as a business, we have...
You have a big conference as well, when we can get to meeting conferences again?
Yes, I'm halfway through our regional tour. So we've got 8 regions, and I think I've done 5. Okay. So regional updates to everybody in the network, an opportunity to get together and mastermind in the region. So you're not alone.
I mean, let's be frank though, 2021 is nearly upon us. It's going to be a tough market next year, especially in the upper quartile. What are you going to give your associates to what weapons are you going to give them to ensure that they are fighting fit and get a slice of that market? Well,
I mean, it's interesting you say it's going to be tough, particularly in the upper quartile, because Rightmove have announced in their house price index that it's record sales. 1 million plus is 105%, I think, above year-on-year levels. So last year. That's now. But the momentum is there. People are moving. I think next year, whether it's any tougher in the upper quartile, we'll have to wait and see. But at the end of the day, I think our market is high net wealth individuals, cash individuals. It's not as reliant on mortgages. So I think with the trend of people moving from cities to country, actually our marketplace is a very attractive marketplace to be operating in.
One final question. Why did you join Fine and Country? Because you had a pretty good job before.
Yeah, I mean, I joined Fine and Country. I mean, the moment I started to chat to John Cook and meet the guys in the Fine and Country team.
He's a good chap, isn't he?
Really good chap. And I just felt that there was so much that we offered: the compliance, the technology, the hub, the passion to innovate and continuously improve as a business as well. The fact that we're in the upper quartile, but yet we're such a young company, 19 years old. And our competitors, Savills, Knight Frank, we've got such an opportunity, and I just think, why not?
I do genuinely believe that they're sitting on their laurels, and fresh, passionate independent estate agents who can take the power of the Fine and Country brand certainly can win. So just for the record, I've not been paid to do this video, but Nicky was here today doing some other videos, and I said, is there anything I can do to help you? And she said, could you do a 10-minute video? So no endorsement, but if you didn't think I'd love these guys, do you think she'd be sitting here and me doing this video? So check these guys out. Other self-employed models are available, EXP, Keller Williams, and all the others, but certainly give these guys a chance as well. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you, Chris.